Well, I guess I'm going to have to start on my own. So, what's up, everybody? Brian from Make Mine Marvel Legends coming at you on a Tuesday night. It's St. Patrick's Day. If you're not out drinking with your friends or doing whatever this festive St. Patrick's Day, we're happy you're here with us to talk about the latest reveals from McFarlane. And we'll probably talk a little bit about the upcoming Mattel reveal show that's coming on. I want to say it's Thursday. I should double check that. I know it's this week. But yeah, Kadry's running a few minutes late. So in the meantime, I'm going to just get us started here. Kind of coming from a different angle today, just because I got some stuff I'm working on. So I had to move my normal table. So if it looks weird, sorry, you get to see another view of the room. But as you can see, I'm kind of close to where I was. But yeah, so that's what I got going for you today. So a lot of not a huge amount of news to go off of, but I'm going to wait for Kadry before going to the DC multiverse news. In the meantime, I do want to throw out a very special congratulations to the folks over at YHS for funding their Cryptoids Kickstarter campaign in less than 32 hours. I mean, that's just incredible. And I personally could not be more happy for them and for all the people out there trying to put their own imagination and thoughts and add to this wonderful world of toys that we live in. I'm all about it. You know, like, let's see the independents get going. Let's keep them going. There, it seems like there's always been an independent going since like at least the 90s. But you know, Kickstarter and all these different programs have really helped artists come out and get their dreams out there. And for the crew of YHS that I have literally watched since COVID, after discovering Geek Dad Life, I mean, I've watched these folks just work so tirelessly, you know, every week, bringing great Ghostbuster content, bringing great just general fandom and pop culture content, and you know, with Toy Anxiety, a lot of toy content. And just watching them over the last, I want to say they brought this up maybe 6, 7, 8 months ago. I don't remember the exact time frame, but since the time that they announced they were going to do this, it was, I want to say it was shortly after Craig's announcement of his Ghostbusters book, his co-author of the Ghostbusters Kenner toy book. They've just been talking about coming out with these cryptoids, and we've been seeing photos here and there, and you know, they've been hitting the pavement and you know, really grinding out, working hard at getting the word out there and telling people how they can get their hands on cryptoids and what they were going to offer and all the stretch goals and all that. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into this. So that all being said, I just want to personally, they probably won't even watch my little cheesy video and probably don't even know who I am. And thanks to Sarah, probably think I'm the Ryan Dole fan club. I am a member, but I am not the Ryan Dole fan club. I do help the Ryan Dole fan club with certain photos and stuff. But again, I am not the Ryan Dole fan club. Yeah, so they probably have no idea who I am, but in case this gets across the internet or somebody maybe repost this or maybe they catch it or whatever. And I know they've seen that I've congratulated them on Instagram and whatnot, and they've seen that, but I'm happy for them that they get so many congratulations, and people are so happy for them that they can't possibly know everybody who's doing it. So point being is I'm very happy for them, very excited, and grateful to all the people in the community who went to back them. I know I did. I backed the Alien Pack. So again, just really excited for them and happy to see them you know, making their move in the toy world, and really hope Cryptoids goes on and on and on for years to come, and multiple waves, and all the success until they move on to the next thing. And personally, I would like to see Safubi figures of all 4 of them, including Ryan Dole, who was not part of Cryptoids this first time around, but of just the whole YHS Toy Anxiety crew, because it's one of my favorite places on there. And funny as it is, I butt up right against when they go on, but you know how it goes. Sometimes this is the only time you can get on, so you get on and you hope people at least catch the replay, or maybe catch us before they go, you know, move on to go watch Toy Anxiety. But anyway, that's that. Wanted to say that that's out there. Super huge congratulations to them. And if you haven't checked it out, go to Kickstarters, look up Cryptoids, pops right up. They've really done an amazing job. So that all being said, tomorrow is new comic book Wednesday. There's going to be a lot of great new titles coming out. I hope everybody gets out to their local comic shop and grabs all the new great stuff coming out. I will post up my pickups as always after I get home from grabbing them, so I have some time to do it without the kids running around and making a bunch of noise and all that stuff. If you're a parent, you know. But yeah, excited for new comic book Wednesday. Quick little note. Friday started off Target's haulathon, and I got to tell you, I'm really disappointed because previous haulathons, it was easy to find this stuff. Like, it was easy to at least find where the displays were. I'm going into stores and there's nothing. And then I'm going into stores where they act like they had it up, but they have the same 5 pieces of crap they've had for 4 years sitting on the shelf collecting dust that literally have dust on them, sitting where the haulathon stuff's supposed to be. Like, oh, we already sold it. Nice try. But I've been in every day this week and I've talked to people and know you never got the stuff in. But again, call me a bitter old toy guy, toy nerd, whatever you want to call me. But you know, there's only really, I mean, there's something to me. There's something for just about everybody in this. If you're into NECA stuff, and for me, the Pee-wee and the Super Grover are the 2 things I want the most. And I haven't seen anything, nothing. One of my local buddies did get to a Target and was able to grab everything, like literally everything, and even posted an apology video. And I don't know why. Why would you post an apology video? If you can afford those things and get them all, there's no reason to be, you know, feel like you have to defend yourself. This is your money. Do what you want with it. And, you know, listen, he's a friend, so I'm not trying to talk any shit. Please don't take it that way. But, you know, bottom line, really haven't seen much on it, and I've checked multiple locations, and it's really just kind of a bummer. And I mean, last year I was able to get Pee-wee and the Count, so I'm hoping this year, you know, it was a little after it started, but hopefully I'll get another shot and I'll be able to grab those 2, because I'm really digging this Muppet line of both Sesame Street and the new Muppets they have coming out. The Sesame Street figures are just amazing, and I never thought, as a man almost in his 50s, I'd be wanting to buy Sesame Street action figures, but these really hit the spot. They really hit the nostalgia spot. So excited for what's coming out. Got to get me one of those big birds. Might get 2 so I can do the old one, you know, do the old head on one of them. I don't know. We'll see. There's parts of me that wants to go crazy, and there's other parts of me that's like, what are you doing? To give the old Pete, you know, from Gen X Geeks, what are you doing? Well, what are you doing? But yeah, I don't know. I love the stuff. It hits my nostalgia feels. It's fun opening it for that first day, posing it, putting a shotgun in his hand. I mean, you know, having fun posing some photos and whatnot. But yeah, so again, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm looking to. Anybody else out there, if you've had success finding the NECA stuff, please drop a comment and like, and possibly subscribe if you're into watching this kind of thing. There's a lot I want to talk about, but I don't want to start without Kadry, so I'm kind of stuck in that awkward middle spot of not really knowing what to get into in the meantime. So that being said, I will go with my couple pickups. I didn't find it, like I said, didn't find any NECA stuff. I didn't find any, not since last week, didn't find any new Rosscon finds. I've seen a lot of Rosscon stuff hitting. Me personally, I haven't found anything more. I haven't seen the new Joes. I did find the new TVC Star Wars figures for like Grogu and Mandalorian and Grogu, and I think it was Mandalorian Grogu. I don't know, but I know one of them was for the new mall show, and it had a bunch of the different sets and stuff. And TVC is just so overpriced, I can't justify the price. The only time I typically get, outside of anything with Stu Whitwer or Sam Whitwer, who I went to high school with as a kid, there's really not a lot of characters I will buy at that $20 price point. I wait for Ross or whatever discount store gets them, because unfortunately that's just what happens when you overprice your product by so much money. But yeah, again, I really just haven't found much this week. So, but what I did get that was kind of exciting, I've been loving the Absolute series so much. Ever since I got into Absolute Batman, I picked up Flash. Flash and Green Lantern are the only 2 I have not picked up yet. I've gotten Absolute Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, and Martian Manhunter, but I didn't even know the Flash one was out yet. So I saw this and got that. And I saw this and got that when I went to get Absolute Superman Volume 2. And again, I'm hearing lots of mixed reviews from people, from, you know, whether or not they like Superman best or Wonder Woman, or, you know, next to, you know, Batman seems to be everyone's favorite, but people are back and forth on whether they like the Superman or Wonder Woman. Hey, I'm loving all of it. I really am. I'm usually not a big fan of, hey, let's take a character and mess it all up and look at it from different things. Sometimes it can be fun, but most of the time it's just like, why not just make a new character? But the route they've gone with both Superman and Batman have been my favorite. Batman, again, my favorite. Superman's been fun. Wonder Woman's been fun. Martian Manhunter, I just got into. It's a little slower, but the story is really good. So, you know, again, just some things I've been picked up. Now, the other thing I picked up, I stopped at a local comic shop just to see if they had some back issues of some of the, if you know me, you know I'm a Scotty Young fan, and I was trying to look for some back issues that I missed of covers that he did. And so while I was there, I didn't find any that I needed, but I did find this amazing J. Scott Campbell Marvel Universe short box. And it's really cool. It has the JSC on the, you know, initials and all that. Both sides are the same, but that's all those recent comic covers put together. And I've seen a poster of it in a comic shop, and it was already claimed. Otherwise, the guy would have given it to me. But yeah, I picked that up because these boxes are just a lot cooler than a plain white box. So pretty stoked to get that. So been mainly comic book hauls and stuff this whole last week. Like I said, rare for me not to get some kind of new action figure. So what did I do? I did what any fan would do, and I just went back and opened up some older figures that I hadn't gotten around to yet. So there's Night Force Quick Kick, the Budo. Love the Budo figure. Love the Night Force Quick Kick. It's just a cool way to give us a different kind of quick kick and throw them on a team. Very cool. I mean, makes total sense to have a silent weapon expert be on Night Force. And then Beachhead's always been one of my favorites, along with Shipwreck. And so, I mean, this one's just based off of the Toys R Us, like, what was it, 5 or 6 pack or whatever, where they made him look just like this. And not one of my favorites, but it works. But I love Beachhead. So again, it just, on a personal side, I'm happy to have any more Beachheads I can get. Really hasn't been a bad Beachhead yet, but he's a cool one. Like him. Also got around, which I have to post yet. Got around to opening the classic Wasp and Ant-Man 2-pack. Very good looking figures, very nicely done. Pinless joints and all that. So yeah, just some cool stuff. So now without further ado, I will bring in my co-host. Kadry, my friend, how are you?
What's up?
Left me high and dry for the first 15 minutes trying to figure out what to talk about, since we needed to talk about our topics together.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm just giving you crap, man.
So we doing pickups?
I just did mine. I just was showing that I got the J. Scott Campbell short box and Absolute Flash and Absolute Superman. Was explaining why I haven't had a lot of comic pickups this week, but that was it for me.
All right. I guess I'll go through my comic pickups.
Yes, let's see.
Yes. So, first and foremost, I got X-Men United and a bunch of the various covers. That's the first one. And you know how much I love my foils.
I do. I do.
And
the other side of the cover?
The other side. That's one side. And this the other side. And then, like, I was telling you earlier how it's kind of, like, sometimes I feel like I parrot you every time I see your Comic Book Wednesday posts.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you, shows you I watched them to prove it.
Yeah, but I also told you needed to get that one. And was I right or was I right?
No,
It's a
you're right.
it's a badass cover.
And then
Very nice.
one of the Invincible foils.
Now you could say you mirrored me on that one too.
Oh, most definitely. Here's the
Cool.
other one.
Love it.
And then I got two versions of the Skybound Transformers covers.
Okay.
One is like a regular cover
Yep.
with like gold foil on it, and then
Saw that.
oh, sorry, this is the unfinished sketch one,
Okay.
and then this is the finished one.
Yeah, I got the one with Invincible.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Was that Skybound or was it Image? I forgot. Oh, the
Well,
GI Joe also did Invincible on one of them, on the other cover.
and I got the Snake Eyes cover for this one in particular, because you know how much I love Snake Eyes.
I almost grabbed that. I almost grabbed that just for the cover, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, you don't need another book just for a cover.
And then this is just too funny for me. I had to get it. The Terminator Santa Claus cover.
Nice. I didn't even see
ridiculous. It. Huh?
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, dude. This is an old one. I just saw it there, and I was like, dude, I had to get this.
I was gonna say I didn't see that on the stands. I'm like, why would it be out now? That explains it.
And then I pulled the trigger on this because it was on sale.
Yep, we were talking about that today.
Yeah, and then speaking of imports,
nice.
I got the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. But the thing is, that if you look at here, it says Amazing Spider-Man 2 and not Far From No Way Home. Which I'm assuming at some point they're probably going to do like what Hasbro did. Is they're going to re-release this figure in lighter colors.
Yep, for sure.
Mimic. And this figure I've been dying for since forever. John Wick 4 Kane. Now my Figure Arts Jackie Chan has another martial arts legend to fight.
Nice. Yeah, I never got John Wick 3 or 4. I need those two. I got 1 and 2.
And then
need to have one without a thumb.
And then
finger or whatever. Oh, that's the new Mafex.
Oh yeah. Cloth goods leather coat. Leather jacket. Funny thing is, tell me, in your opinion, which ass looks better, the Mafex or the Marvel Legends?
Marvel Legend. It's got better definition.
Yeah, I think so. Ass to ass.
Just remember the Ryan Dole. The ass cannot be bigger than the hair.
And then lastly, remember last week how I showed you the Superman? The Reeve Superman. So what I did was I took the smiling head here, since these assholes decided to remove the wire from the cape,
which you
for the newer figure. So I took the head and placed it on the original.
Okay.
I also took the other Superman and I did install a wire in it, but it didn't come out very good. Let me show you.
Okie dokie.
Where is it? Nope, that's not it. Sorry, I have all my Christopher Reeve Superman out. Oh, here it is. So I kind of installed a wire and it doesn't look as good or holds as well as I would like. Like, you can't even make it look windswept. It's just I tried. It just looks so fucking terrible.
Trial and error, man. That's how you learn.
Yeah, what I'm gonna have to do is heat up the neck, take the glue off from the neck, and then just shove the wire through that area to make it work. Or I just might leave it as is. I don't know. I kind of got discouraged a bit. But yeah, that's
okay. How's it going, buddy?
That's all my pickups. Well, all that are near me at the moment.
Well, all right. Well, hello there. It's Daniel.
Oh, yeah.
Try not to be rude to the people who actually pay attention to this channel. Thanks.
And fuck that guy. Petty motherfucker.
That's not what you were saying there earlier.
No, I was saying much worse shit.
Well, I wasn't going to go that route. Well, then.
Actually, almost. Sorry. I did forget one more important thing. Hold on. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Ooh.
Can't believe I forgot this.
Great television we're having right now.
Oh, also, I did get the Ninja Turtles foot cruiser off of Amazon, but it's still in the box. But I got this thing. It's what they call an action figure model kit from Yolo Park.
Okay.
The story behind this one is a bit tumultuous. I ordered it, paid the shipping and the tariffs, and then Saturday it was supposed to come, but they said, "Oh, there's a delivery exception. We tried to deliver it, but they refused delivery. But the homeowner refused delivery." And I'm like, "Are you guys on drugs?" I'm like, I was here the whole time. None of you fuckers showed up. So I called customer service and like, "Well, sir, is your house?" They described my building. I'm like, "Yeah, but I live in the 3rd floor in the back by the trash can." I'm like, nobody was here. They're like, "Oh," and I gave them simple instructions, exactly how to get to my place. Guess what? They deliver it today, but instead they go through the front of the building and leave it in someone else's apartment front door. Thank God my child was home that day. She retrieved it for me. And I'm like, you know what? Go fuck yourselves. I'm like, you guys are assholes.
That's why I've hated FedEx forever. I've had
It's not even FedEx. This is the crazy part.
No, I know, but like it's recently they've been much better. But back in the day, I mean, my patio, when I lived in an apartment years ago, my patio door was right next to where they would have to walk up to get rung in or whatever, or go to like the mail area. And it would be right there. And I'd watch him run up, hit the buzzer, and run back into his truck and go.
It's kind of like that game.
I literally recorded him doing it so I could send it back to him and be like, "This is how you guys ring the doorbell for somebody."
It's kind of like that old game from back in the day, Ding Dong Ditch.
I mean, literally, it was ridiculous. And I had to like send in the video and stuff. And then they tried saying I made it. I'm like, this is like 20 years ago. Like, how am I going to make this? Like, whatever. But yeah, in the end of the day, I got my package. It just was a pain in the ass. So, and now you get to play with Rogue. So anywho,
now if these fuckers would kindly release Jubilee, I'd be grateful.
I mean, people can bitch about Marvel Legends, but we have a lot more full teams than any of the other companies. So,
here you go. Here you fucking go.
Just saying.
There you go.
Just saying. But hey, so quick little side note that we didn't talk about earlier that we should tell the people out there. For those of you who care, there will be a Mattel reveal event on the 19th. That's Thursday the 19th. I don't know who's doing it for everybody. It is listed online. I could probably look it up and tell you. But Geek Dad Life, Jay Gladfelter and Pixel Dan will be doing the Masters of the Universe segment. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see more Mattel stuff coming out.
Are they doing any DC shit?
I don't think so. I'm going to try to look it up. Well,
what? I think I'm being serious.
I think I've already said that. I think they've already said that they're not planning on showing any of the collector line until later, closer towards 2027.
Then it's irrelevant. Like, I guess.
They also have Barbie, Hot Wheels, K-pop Demon Hunters, TMNT.
All irrelevant.
All irrelevant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who gives a shit about K-pop Demon Hunters? Fuck the K-pop Demon Hunters.
Apparently everybody right now.
Yeah.
I still have not watched it. It just wasn't really my thing, but yeah, I'm trying to see if they have anything online about it. But
says, fuck the K-pop Demon Hunters.
I heard about it through listening to Geek Dad J. It's called Mattel Creations Revealed. 1 day, 15 hours, and 33 minutes.
They should just call it Mattel The Irrelevant Reveals.
So
show.
Thursday, March 19th, 10 a.m. to noon. Masters of the Universe, Mattel Brick Shop, WWE, Hot Wheels,
Unless
Barbie.
they're showing the Street Fighter crossovers.
Well,
okay.
again, how are you going to know if you don't watch, Captain Negative? Hot Wheels, Barbie, Uno, K-pop Demon Hunters, Monsters High, and Mattel Creations in general. Tune in at mattelcreations.com and YouTube. So yeah. So anyway, point being, and that's a lot of heavy hitters, and Mattel has definitely pushed their way up further this year. So there doesn't seem to be anything about DC or TMNT, but again, those things aren't going to probably be revealed till the end of the year or early next year when they actually take over. I would assume we'll start seeing stuff in fall, but
my whole thing with that is, again, like, if I'm being serious for a moment, outside of Masters of the Universe and WWE,
yeah,
honestly, the rest of this shit don't mean, like, especially K-pop Demon Hunters, because first of all, that should have never won Best Animated fucking Feature. That should have never won an Oscar in the first place, because the movie's shit. Everything about it is shit. I fucking hate K-pop Demon Hunters.
why are you on such a hate thing for this? I don't
Because
get it.
it's garbage, like the Goonies. Garbage.
Like the
Hot
Goonies?
garbage.
The Goonies.
Yes. Goonies, Lost Boys, K-pop Demon Hunters, garbage. All of it. Hot garbage. I will fist fight anybody about it any day of the week. Garbage.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips as a kid?
No.
I
ate a lot of potato chips as a kid, though.
All right, so wait a minute. You're saying Goonies was garbage?
Yep.
Listen, I can't defend K-pop Demon Hunters. After watching 20 minutes of it, I was very bored. I'm not gonna lie. And everybody was like, "Oh, it's amazing." I just guess I don't know. I don't get it.
Listen,
but
a
lot of people are really enjoying it, and it's nice to see a new IP that's not, Star Wars or Marvel or, DC kind of get a new little jump, but that's just me. I don't know.
Dude, it's just fucking terrible. It's like, it's pretty much, how do I put this? It's pretty much a dollar store shittier version of Demon Slayer. It's not very well written. There's literally no character development. The movie's very shallow. So it's like, why are people on its dick so much? I don't know. I don't understand it.
Yeah,
it's one of the, like, it's one of those films that I'm just like, I've seen it. I wasn't impressed. I don't understand its popularity. Plain and the story. It was just, again, and it's like, people get and like, people are gonna buy it. It's gonna be another fad, and again, it's gonna disappear like everything else. It's gonna be like one of those one-hit wonder movies that are like, oh, okay.
All right. Well, I guess we should just get into the hot topic of the night then, since you're poo-pooing.
Before we do that, I want to do one more small tangent.
Mm-hmm.
So, as many of you know, the Dragon Ball tour has ended, and Bandai's done something. Well, I wouldn't say controversial, because they've always done this, but it was more in Japan than here. So what they did was they took their very hot, very sought after event exclusive, which is the legendary Super Saiyan Goku. I don't remember the whole pronunciation of it, but so what they did was, to give people a chance to get it, they're running a raffle. So essentially what you do is, if you have a free P Bandai account, you go in, you sign up, and you have 3 days to do it. And they pretty much select at random who gets a chance, who will have a chance to buy. Sort of like EQL with McFarlane. To me, I feel like this was a big mistake. This should have been a made-to-order product like all the other event exclusives that they've ever released, because there's such a high demand for it. And some people argue, oh, well, it's to deter scalpers. I'm like, no, you're not deterring scalpers. As a matter of fact, you're making it worse. So if it were made to order, available to everyone, if everybody missed out on it after the 3 days, then they snoozed and they lost. Too bad, too sad. But again, that's my opinion on it. And now we can go to our main topic of the evening.
I mean, it's fair enough to say. It's definitely fair enough to say. All right. So, Caddy, what do we got here, pal?
So what we are looking at is a Tim Drake Robin. I don't know. They say it's from the Teen Titans. So I don't know if it's going to be using the same body as the Amazon exclusive Tim Drake or the other 90s Tim Drake that they used. From the look of it, it looks like a smaller body, but I won't really know until I see it in hand. I mean, again, people love Tim Drake. They can never get enough for him. His figures always go for a higher price on the secondary market after it's been released. So I kind of feel like this is one people are gonna go for.
Is this? But I can't tell though. Is it a plastic cape or it looks like it's cloth?
No, it's a cloth wired cape.
Okay, well that's good
sure.
at least. And then who do we have here? OMAC?
Yeah, this is gonna be OMAC. This is gonna be the next army builder for McFarlane.
Okay.
So I think this one's kind of like the more modern take on OMAC. He kind of looks more cybernetic compared to what the classic OMAC looked like. Because you remember the DCUC OMAC figure, right?
Of course.
So that one was more classic. This is, I would really love for them to do a classic Eclipso figure too at some point, but I don't know if we'll get it.
That's actually one of the cheapest DCUC figures you could find.
Yeah. So moving on. So here is the classic JSA Starman that everybody wanted.
Yep.
Because when that first one came out, funny enough, it was in the texture Kyle Rayner Green Lantern body, which people hated.
Well, yeah, it's a bad reuse.
And on top of that, it was a red platinum, so you had to go hunting in the stores for it. So this is more of like your classic JSA Starman. Comes with the staff and all that.
I think it looks great. This one I think looks great.
It looks great for the classic look. So I mean, I liked the other Starman that came out. I kind of like that body, but I understand the people getting mad about the textured parts of it. So
I mean, I think it looks more realistic, but that's just me.
Yeah. So,
and shout out to Preternia.com. That's whose site I'm looking on Instagram for this.
The one figure everybody and their mother's been fucking wanting. Larfleeze, the Orange Lantern. So my one friend was like, every 10 seconds asking me, he's like, did they mention it yet? Did they mention it? Did they mention it? When is it coming out? When is it coming out? And I'm like, I finally showed him pictures. He's like, oh shit, I need that. I'm like, yeah, me too. I probably might get multiples because this will probably be the only Orange Lantern body you're going to see.
Now, these all look very statically posed. Do they not have a poser for these, or were these like shown at like a convention?
No, these were shown during the McFarlane show.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the McFarlane live stream. So this is Deadman as Batman, another figure people have been wanting. I'm not sure if this is on the Nightfall body. It might be, but I'm not 100% sure.
Cloth cape. Cloth wired.
It does come with a cloth wired cape, if I'm not mistaken. Because the thing is, you can't tell with these guys sometimes, because sometimes they'll show renders and other things with a wired cape, and then you get the final product, and they're like, oh, it has no wire in it. What the fuck?
Yeah. And then another Frank Miller Batman.
This is the iteration of the TDKR Batman that I've been fucking waiting for. Every time I'm thinking we're gonna get this, they put out some other version of them, and I'm like, I just want this version with the freaking big ass bat symbol on him, and with the yellow borders and everything. And this is basically going to be my definitive Dark Knight Returns Batman right here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great. It actually looks really good.
And it has a cloth wired cape.
All right, so that's it for those. Let's move to.
We should look at the Batman wave.
Well, is that this one?
Yeah.
This one? They're just showing that. Let me see. So here's Batman.
That's Hush 2, which is essentially pretty much. So what it is, it's pretty much the original Hush Batman that came out a long time ago with lighter colors, a cloth wired cape. But the one missed opportunity they had here is they should have done a separate neck and head joint with this one. Kind of like what they did like what they did with Cowardly Lot. They should have done it with this Batman. But again, people don't call this Batman Beyond lazy reuse for nothing. They don't call this wave that for nothing. So,
I mean, the guy's at the end of his rope. He's just putting out stuff knowing people are going to buy it. I feel like a lot of people are buying stuff just because it's the last year of it.
This is essentially the Justice League 90s Batman. Essentially what this is pretty much the non-pixelated version of the Justice League Task Force Batman.
Well, it looks like he's got a good wash to him too.
Yeah, well, again, if it wasn't for the pixels on the body, this is essentially what that is. It uses the Nightfall body, which again, for a lot of people, this will probably be one of their definitive Batmans. And I believe the cape is wired.
I mean, they all look like they're wired, but like you said, who can tell until we actually get a final? I mean, This one shows it in box, but good. I know people have been finding them, but
yeah, they've been finding them at Walmart's. But the thing is, I kind of have them all pre-ordered already, so I'm good on waiting. So,
all right. So now we have Batman
in Bethlehem, which is essentially
it's weird though because all these here don't show the name underneath, and Batman from like Bethlehem Batman, I thought it said on the package.
It did. No? Yes. So this is Damian Wayne, pretty much grown up, taking up his father's mantle as Batman. It's the trench coat is cloth, which I'm actually shocked by.
For sure.
But I kind of feel there's not going to be much torso. The torso articulation is going to be fairly limited due to that big ass belt. But again, that's like the one thing I've always given McFarlane is, when it comes to following source material, they're pretty good for the most part, especially with this. This is probably the only figure out of that entire wave that is not reuse.
Yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. I don't want to say it looks good because I don't really like the look in itself.
Right.
But I could see myself picking this up.
Yeah.
All right. That's the end of that one for that. So then we'll go to the
Platinums. So GameStop apparently had them up for pre-order, and you could have pre-ordered them in the stores as well. Okay. Which, ironically enough, you couldn't do that with most Platinums when they do. So this White Lantern Batman is essentially 100% reuse from the Green Lantern Batman. So even the Screaming Head, I feel like this one was another missed opportunity here. I feel like this should have been, if anything, on the Nightfall body with the cloth wired cape, because I've seen some pretty amazing customs that people have done of the White Lantern Batman on that body. This one, I'm still gonna pick up regardless because again, any lantern that McFarlane releases, I'm gonna go for. So,
I don't know. He just looks very thick. I'm sure it's the white coloring, but he just looks very thick.
No, he is very thick because it uses that Three Jokers Hush Batman body.
Mm-hmm.
And same, this is essentially the Spawn Batman 2-pack body,
Yep.
which is essentially also the Three Jokers / Hush Batman.
Yeah, it's like
So,
one element of one and the other of the other.
and then a lot of people were complaining that this figure should have actually been translucent because in the storyline he was actually a hologram. But I'm like, you know what? I in this case, I wouldn't have cared
With
regardless.
all the parts to a McFarlane, it would have looked like crap being translucent.
Yeah. And plus his translucent stuff don't exactly last very long.
All right, that looks like it's it for that.
That's
I
yep.
like that. All right, let's move on to got some good stuff coming up here. Black Canary.
Probably outside of Wonder Woman and many of the other DC female characters, probably one of the most requested. Next to her, Barda, Jessica Cruz, classic Wonder Woman like Zatanna.
This was a big one for me.
Yeah. So, and
They
the
ever
next
come out
part
with
about it,
they ever come out with a classic Green Arrow?
they did. And the irony with this one is her stockings or her fishnets are actually cloth goods.
Yeah, that I'm excited about. She looks great. I mean, honestly,
And the jacket too is also cloth goods.
it
From
all
what
looks
it looks
great.
like.
I'm sure it'll be $35 and piss me off.
Oh, it
But
is. It's a collector's edition.
of
And
course,
the thing that pissed going back to that, the thing that pissed me off is I really wish they would have I really wish they would stop with the faceplates and just give us additional heads again, because it's like, come on, man, like like I would rather have multiple heads, because it would be nice to take one of those heads and put it on one of the Jessica Cruz bodies, and then I'll have a Black Canary, Green Lantern.
with McFarlane, nothing's by accident.
Yeah, of course.
But it's a good
All
point.
right. But and then Shazam's
Can
old
you
buddy.
can you pop off the heads of the faceplate ones?
Yeah, you still can.
It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you still can. It's just a pain in the ass. So this is Freddie. I almost was gonna say Freddie Mercury, dude. Like, no joke.
You were gonna say, look at what?
I was almost gonna say Freddie Mercury, like by accident.
I wouldn't go that far.
No,
This does not look great to me.
I mean, it's debatable. I mean,
I get why it's supposed to look small, but
yeah,
the
well,
proportions just I don't know. I feel like I want to see it better in hand to get a better idea, because it just looks way too, I don't know, it looks very clumpy to me. Like just very disproportionate between the arms and the torso and the legs and the feet and all of it.
well, I also would like to get a figure of Mary as well, but at least, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, it's a girl, so.
Yeah, so I mean, at least we got Freddy. So Vigilante, everybody. The funny thing with this figure was everybody was expecting the actual, like, more modern Vigilante.
The one that everyone knows from Peacemaker.
Yeah, the one that everyone knows from Peacemaker, but a lot of people were very happy with this one.
For forever. I've been waiting for this. They've only ever made it in the crappy line, and I have literally been waiting for this version forever.
Well, the funny thing is,
a
lot of people
Unlimited.
Yeah, so a lot of people know this guy from Justice League Unlimited. Me, I completely forgot about him. I'm thinking when they said Vigilante, I'm thinking, oh, we're finally gonna get a Vigilante. And then when this guy popped up, I'm like, oh, they were talking about this version of Vigilante.
No, they'll make that classic one, which everyone wants just as bad as probably this one. They'll probably make as a platinum.
Oh, if they do that, man, I'm gonna be fucking.
I'm shocked they didn't make one for Peacemaker.
Yeah, well, honestly, outside of Vigilante, how many other figures are they gonna make in the Peacemaker series?
Well, that's the thing. That's like the only other one you really could make besides the karate champ or what, a judo master or whatever.
Judo
And
Master, yeah, he'd be so fucking tiny though.
I mean, well, that's the thing. Make a 2-pack with judo master and fucking vigilante, because you can't make the other two because they're like, for obvious
Well, they
reasons.
did do it for the superpower homage.
Now let's get into the real story here, shall we?
Okay, so let's get the elephant out the room and out of the way.
Lawrence,
here's the thing. This is pretty much the 89 comic book version of Joker. We all know why it's the 89 comic book version. So, because here's the thing. Everybody knows Jack Nicholson is notorious for about his money for his likeness rights. I mean, Jesus Christ. It took them almost 2 years just to get that Batman arcade game out. All because they wanted to use Jack Nicholson's voice likeness in the game. So,
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's why most of the time you sign off all the rights and all that whatever ahead of time. But when you have someone as big as Jack Nicholson, it falls into the same thing as Alec Guinness. I mean, Alec Guinness made more money off of merchandising than he ever did from Star Wars itself, the movie wise.
well, listen, I'm not saying Jack Nicholson is, not only is he a great actor, but he's a shrewd businessman.
I mean, think of how many different figures we'd all like to get of Jack Nicholson characters.
Yeah, I would love to get a fucking Frank figure from The Departed, Frank Costello.
I mean, there's tons of characters he's played over the years that people would love to get. I mean, I'd love a One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest one. I mean, it's just, again, that's just my movie fanboy, kind of thing. Do I really need it? No, I don't need it any more than I need Frankenberry, Count Chocula, Chester the Cheetah, or Tony the Tiger. But it's what I like.
Listen, at the end of the day, we got something as close to a Nicholson Joker.
I mean, honestly, I think this is great. My problem is it's going to cost $36, and it's going to be hard as fuck to find. So,
you know what? Yes, I see your concern, but the thing was, I was able to find the Reeves, Bane, and Ledger Joker pretty easily. So my hope is, if we're lucky and we get that same kind of distribution. Now, what's going to be harder to find, and the bigger concern for me, is the platinums.
The platinums for this new wave, or what?
Yes. So every collector's edition, the rule of thumb is every collector's edition will always have a platinum chase variant. I'm assuming that's going to be one of them. Now, the rumor is it's going to be a black suited version of this one.
A black suited version?
Who knows? Now, the other rumor, for when we go back to Vigilante, like you said, the other rumor is the platinum version might be the more popular version.
I mean, that's what he typically does. He does the one that more people want.
Yeah, but then it would be a whole other different figure. My guess is
I want both of them, so it doesn't matter. I mean,
my guess is for this one, it's just gonna be him with a different color, is my guess for Vigilante. For this version of Vigilante. But you never know. We're not gonna know till tomorrow when McFarlane drops these on his toy site, because he usually reveals what the platinums look like.
So do they go up for pre-order tomorrow?
They go up for pre-order tomorrow around 12.
Okay. But don't they usually sell out right away?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be like literally on the site.
Crazy too.
Huh?
And now here we go. Now this would be what, the fourth Lobo?
Yeah, and then
This looks very similar to the one that came on the bike.
yes, everybody's. I think it literally is the one on the bike, but with different colors.
Well, it looks like his shin guards are also chromed.
Yeah. So again, it's essentially that version, but with different colors. And he's going to have a platinum chase version as well. This entire wave will have some form of a platinum.
Well, plus you're also going to probably get a movie version with Supergirl coming out. So
yeah, that too. Well, I was
the
shocked that
Dolphin,
they.
I mean, I haven't read Lobo since probably the late '90s. What's with the Dolphin?
Well, funny thing is, I wasn't even allowed to read Lobo back in the day. I always wanted the comics, but my mother would never let me buy it because the covers were ridiculous. So,
Yeah, I mean, I can still visualize many of the classic covers, mainly with Santa Claus and stuff. But yeah,
it's not even that. I think there was one cover with him in like some kind of underwear or something that I saw one day, and I wanted to pick it up, but then my mother was like, "No, you're not reading this garbage."
yeah. I mean, wasn't Lobo created as someone he didn't? I don't know. Like he didn't. He tried creating a terrible character, and it became like a fan favorite.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the full story, but I know it's something like that. Now this one,
Oh, everyone is shitting on this Supergirl.
yeah, I mean, it just doesn't look good. I don't know if it's the angle. I don't know if it just. I mean, that's pretty terrible.
I mean, to be honest with you, we got a pretty definitive Supergirl with the
The one I have, I love. I personally love.
with the Woman of Tomorrow one, the Page Punchers one.
I don't remember.
We kind of got a definitive version of her with that one, and then we got Power Girl not too long ago.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like it's like, okay, this is a first appearance version. I'm like, okay, so she'll go with the other first appearance figures. So that's pretty much, she'll be there for shelf presence, and that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want a classic one, that pretty much does it. I would love if they made a Supergirl movie one, like the old one.
You mean the Helen Slater one?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. And then this 2-pack, oh my god. Like, how the fuck do you continuously fuck up Solar Suit Superman? It's like you already had the perfect body.
I still love my Kenner one from back in the day.
Huh?
I still love my Kenner one from back in the day.
Like, they already had the perfect body to use for this. They could have used the Platinum Icon body for this. Like, it would have been perfect for it.
I mean, the Mongol looks good.
Mongo is just a repaint of the previous release, so
yeah, but he still.
And that figure was shit.
With the shiny, no, you didn't like him?
No, he's essentially a fucking statue.
I mean, to me, most of them are.
Like this guy, like most people are buying this 2-pack for that Superman, and he is just it's literally the Eradicator body or the Hush body, Hush Superman body, and they just painted over shit. Like lazy. It's as lazy as it gets.
Well, I mean, at this point, I think he's just grasping for straws. I mean, I don't think that's.
But I'm like, if you're gonna do reuse, you could have done smarter reuse. This was not smart reuse. This was galaxy bird brained fucking reuse, in my opinion.
All right, so I will show him with the mask up, but I love that you can pull it down.
Well, again, the bandana thing is cloth goods.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love that you can pull it down. And here's a better picture. Like, he looks better here. See, like when you put him in a glamour shot, he looks much better.
Yeah. I don't remember his last name. I know it's Freddie. Fuck. What is his last name? It's like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it.
Freeman?
Freddie Freeman. Thank you.
No, Freddie Freeman's the Atlanta. Well, he's on the Dodgers.
Oh yeah, there was something I wanted to show you. Well, after we're done here.
But I mean, this is one of this and Vigilante are the two that I need to get.
Pretty much the two standouts. Yeah.
I mean, those I'll actively hunt for.
I'm just curious as to what the platinum for her is going to look like.
Body Ventura, and you could go back and tell all these people how stupid they are.
Well, that figure's on sale right now at Target.
I would love to see a section like this, even though I don't even see.
Is that the holothon?
Yeah, this is supposed to be what the end caps look like. I've tried all the end caps. I found one end cap where they were supposed to have them, and it was like 5 of the figures that they've had in their NECA section for like 4 years that have dust on them that they threw on there because they didn't have any product for it. It's like, come on, guys. If you're going to roll this shit out, roll it out.
Like, roll it out the right way, man.
I mean, come on. It's not hard. Let me see if there's...
Well, while you're looking at that, let me look for the thing that I was going to surprise you with.
Oh, here's the other Mongol Superman photo.
Which one?
It's just a glamour shot type thing.
Oh, yeah.
We see the Kadry in his home environment. Shh. Be careful not to say anything loud, or you might disturb the Kadry.
I'll go fuck yourself.
I will go fuck myself now. Ah, my name is Yev! Yeah, my name is Yev. I was worried I wasn't going to see you tonight, my friend. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Gotta leave it to Jeff. Jeff always makes his appearance. Danny and Jeff. I wanted to try to get David Miller back on and talk about all the new Joe stuff coming out.
Yeah.
What his opinion on these dinosaur G.I. Joes that we never really dove back into.
Oh, yeah. I did pre-order that, by the way.
You did?
Yeah. I actually did.
I like to pattern up, huh?
I actually did pre-order it. All right.
He did. He really did.
Be right back.
While he's looking, I'm going to bring us back in and show us some new Comic Book Wednesday stuff coming out. I'm going to go
I found it.
Favorite stores. That unfortunately I don't get to shop at often, only because the shop I normally go to is closer. But I do love here. So here's new releases for tomorrow.
For what? The collector con or the holothon?
No, new collector. Holothon's Fridays.
Oh, I also got her.
New Deathstroke, the Terminator #1. The new Lobo. There is a Scotty Young version of this cover, but you have to get it through ScottyYoung.com. Baby Garfield looks cute. Battle Beast. Invincible Universe. Super Creep Show. That looks fun.
I wonder if they're going to have any...
Oh, that looks fun. I might have to get that G.I. Joe issue.
Oh, for sure. Definitely getting that.
Is that a start of the new run? No, that's number 20. But yeah.
Did you get this yet? The
Red
She-Hulk?
The Red She-Hulk?
Yeah, did you get her yet?
No, not yet.
And then
Wolverine.
Which one?
Ultimate Wolverine.
Oh. And then I got him, and then I got another
All right, I haven't seen anything that you put up. Let me remove this and then
I got the Ultimate Cody Rhodes.
let me see if I can switch you. There we go.
Yep. Got the new Ultimate Cody Rhodes. I wish his jacket was cloth, but and then Red She-Hulk. And then I have an actual surprise for you.
Mm.
Found this at Goodwill. This has your name on it.
That's fun. What is that? An old starting lineup? I never even seen that before.
Yeah. So what it is
Chipper
it's,
Jones?
yeah, it's one of these starting. It's a starting lineup figure, but it's one of those like super gimmicky ones from like '98.
Yeah, when it was all coming to an end. That's fun. I never even
Yeah.
had one of those.
Huh?
I've never had one of those. I'm gonna add it right to my starting lineups right over here. Actually, I'll have to go on top.
Well,
'Cause I
now
always
my
thought-
friend, you do have one.
Oh, damn right. The problem is I don't know if I can keep that closed because I think I kind of want to play with that.
I mean, shit, it's up to you, brother. Shit's from '98, so
That was very thoughtful of you. Thank you. Appreciate you thinking
probably
of me.
worthless.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm a sports nut, and I still love my starting lineups, even though they're freaking terrible. I've had a lot of. It's funny. One of the toys that a lot of older, newer friends give to me when they find out I'm into toys is starting lineups. Like people who are around my age are like, "Oh, I got a box of stuff for you," and then I'm thinking, "Oh, well, they're my age. They probably Star Wars or GI Joe," and they come to me with starting lineups, and I'm like, "Oh, cool." But again, when people give me stuff like that, those are forever things, I never get rid of that stuff. So,
Well, I have that, and I have your Zatanna.
nice.
So I just got to put them in a box and ship it out to.
Hey, I get it. It only took me 2 months to ship out your Christmas gift, so no worries, my friend. No worries. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate you thinking of me. That's very sweet.
Yeah, I saw it at Goodwill. I'm like, yo, Brienne of Tarth will love this.
Oh shit! Here we go again, Brianna of Tarth. I'm not a swordsman. More of a Donatello.
Oh, all right.
I don't do gadgets. My personality is definitely a Raphael, but as far as weapon class, although I do have some training with size, I am much better with a stick. That's what she said.
You beat me to it. You beat me.
I set myself up for my own gag. So, and it's funny. I've never even watched that show. I've just heard so many people say it.
The Office? Oh yeah, I've watched a few episodes.
So overall, because I want to try to keep us to an hour, which we're actually at, which is shocking. And I know you're coming off your last days of fasting, so I don't want to keep you, as I'm sure you probably want to indulge a little.
Oh no, I pigged out earlier and shared a bucket of chicken with the children.
It was really cute. I think they posted on ESPN. There was a kid pitching for Ramadan. On Ramadan, and like they were playing a night game, and as soon as the sun went down, I guess his folks said, yeah, he can eat or drink now. So the coach actually paused the game and brought the kid out a bottle of water and some fruit to eat to get him through the inning. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, traditionally what they do to break their fast is they'll have water and they'll eat a date.
Oh, well, that might have been what it is because they just said fruit. So, I mean, who knows? I'm sure the parents are probably like, here, bring this out to him or whatever. But I still thought it was cool that they showed, that they stopped and they actually respected somebody's religious, beliefs and all that stuff. I thought it was cool. It was nice to see something other than something other than shit being spewed out because we want more oil.
Right. So, yeah, we can all moron for that
there's
one.
Dakin. Hi, Dakin.
No, that's Helverine.
Yeah, Helverine is Dakin.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Logan.
No.
Oh well. Whoopsie.
Yeah, he's an Inglorious X-Force.
Oh.
Yeah, because remember Dakin dies. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does die, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to adjust him because he keeps falling off the fucking shelf.
It looks like the Marvel Legend version, right?
Yep. I also have the CT Toys version.
Yeah, I want to get the CT one. My one of my guys at Broker About Toys has that one. At least I think he still has it. We got the big toy show coming up, so.
Yeah, like somebody So I went to a shop somewhere or somewhere that when I saw the CT Toys version, I got it for like $20. Somebody was selling it for like 60, and I'm like, "Yo, you're funny."
Yeah, I mean, $30 is usually what I pay, and I think that's more than because
Yeah,
after the import and all that stuff, I think it's more than fair. So,
yeah.
and you know me, I mean, I like knockoffs for being goofy knockoffs, but when they're like knockoffs like that, I'm usually kind of on the fence. But I would get the other one anyway. So,
Yeah. But you know what? I really love. So I really love this smiling head that McFarlane did for Reeves. Kind of
it looks very creepy to me. I'm sorry.
really. I
Yeah.
don't know. A lot of people seem to like it.
You have to keep in mind, I am of that generation where Christopher Reeves was my Superman. Okay. Uh, Michael Keaton was my Batman. What's his ass? Oh, I can't. Gene Hackman was my Lex Luthor. You know, like all the Batman villains were all the Batman villains you knew from, you know, Returns and Forever and all that. And goddamn, Dolph Lundgren was my Punisher. But I don't know. There's something like when it comes to like when they make certain figures, like for some reason, I just never feel like they get Christopher Reeves right.
I don't know. I kind of feel like this one they got him right.
Yeah, I like the one I got. I have him. He's still in package next to my
Well,
power.
it was literally a re-release of that one. The only major difference is they added the smiling head
Yeah.
and they added a couple of like background posters and they removed the thing that mystifies me about it is why remove the wire?
Money.
It's like
That
why remove the
whole
wire?
extra 5 cents a figure was going to put them over budget. It's always something silly or stupid or time saving. I mean, dude, one of the products I deliver to my stores for the last year, they're chips and they come in like a brown style bag to look more authentic. And one of the ways they're saving money is by not folding the bottom of the bags. You know, there's usually a machine, the stuff goes through it, folds them, and then it goes on a thing and they drop the chips into whatever. They're not folding the fucking bags at the bottom anymore. So every time you put them up, they lean forward. They think that they said that they think it makes it look like the bag is more full. It's complete bullshit. It's literally so that they don't have to spend the extra time and money on a machine folding them because it takes extra time. You add all that time up and it comes out to probably thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, nobody can tell what kind of chips they're looking at because they're all leaning forward. Sometimes corporate people make some stupid fucking mistakes and hate to admit it. And at this point, McFarlane's like, people are going to buy out whatever I have through the end of the year who are still with me. And if not, then fuck them. Who cares? He has nothing to lose. Unless Mattel comes out and drops a giant fucking egg, like for the next 3 years, McFarlane has nothing to worry about.
Oh, I got a funny story to tell you
There will be people who
about
love
an idiot
multiverse McFarlane line and people who will continue to hate it.
I got a funny story to tell you about an industry moron. So you remember Pacific Rim Uprising?
Yeah, of course.
So I was working a booth at New York Comic Con and we were demoing the figures that we were putting out. So an executive from Legendary, this utter moron walks up, looks at the figure, and says, "Can we remove all these parts here?" And you know what they wanted to remove? The articulation.
No, granted,
it took
the
everything in my.
The one figure I have from anything from that movie, well, it was the first one, I think. I have Gypsy Danger. That movie is that figure is so loose and the shoulder pads fall off all the time. It was the Diamond Select one, though.
Yeah, the Diamond Select one's kind of. The thing is, as much as
he looked really cool. I thought he looked really great, but he's so fucking loose. I have to keep him on a bottom shelf because he falls over all the time.
Yeah, the problem with a lot of Diamond
treatment, but
the problem with a lot of Diamond Select stuff is they don't last very long. They don't have a very good shelf life. So a lot of times people keep them in the box for that very reason.
Well, that's hence why I got a Mafex Crow figure. So
Mafex. You mean Mezco?
or Mezco, sorry, not Mafex. Mezco.
Well, that's the
I
thing.
literally always do that. That is literally my dyslexia. I do that all the time. I swear, I know which one's which, but I always say the wrong one.
Well, the thing is, so the funny thing is, after they mentioned that, the one of the guys, the from Bandai, like looked at them and they're like, if you remove all that stuff, then the figure won't move. It'll be essentially a statue. And they just looked at him like they were dumbfounded. And I'm like, and this is people running this company? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, I feel sorry for the people they work under.
Like I said, sometimes you just make stupid calls, and like I
Well,
said,
obviously they ignored that. They ignored that moron.
there's a part of me that feels like McFarlane's trying to go out with all the best stuff that everybody's been clamoring for this last year, and I think we're seeing some of that now since we're getting. I mean, we're still getting entire waves of Batman. It seems like, but
Well, my whole
it's
thing is, I think he's
cool.
just trying
Like
to
cool.
pump out what he can when he can, for as long as he can, to get as much
Literally, he
juice.
has he has I think until December 31st. As long as it's already in production, he can keep rolling out his shit.
Which is why we're probably going to see a lot of reuse and repaints of things.
And probably see a lot of stuff coming all the way through probably spring of next year. Because again, it just has to be in production by the end of the year.
Yeah. So
Well, I don't know if it has to be in production or if it has to be, I don't remember what the exact rule is, but it's something to do with like it has to already be purchased by the stores and stuff in order to be able to go out.
I'm also wondering if maybe he could still keep the 7-inch figures going with page punchers, since that's DC Direct and he owns DC Direct.
Possible. I mean, I wouldn't put it past it. Real quick before I forget, Daniel is asking if I will be at C2E2. No, not at the. I don't typically go to C2E2. My big conventions in the summer are usually Kane County that I go to. Other than that, I'll hit up a few local things here and there that pop up. But my what I always save up for is to go to is to go to Kane County Toy Show, which is 3 times a year, spring, summer, and like fall. So there's one coming up in April, and then there's another one I believe in July. That's usually the least of the three, and then there's a last one in October. And a lot of
So
my
why you
friends,
not go to C2E2, huh?
you know what, I kind of got burnt out on Comic Cons back in the early 2000s, and I'll tell you honestly why it was. I felt like I was like every year I would go, and this is Wizard's fault, not C2E2's fault. C2E2 is fun because of all the cosplay, and I love seeing people's cosplay and stuff. But to me, after I spend all the money on the tickets and the parking or the travel to get there or whatever, it literally is like if I buy anything, which I'm not going to be able to buy anything cheap because everybody has to raise their prices, to cover how expensive the tables are. I feel like I'm just paying an extra $10 for like every book I buy or whatever else. And granted, it's an experience, but what I think Wizard World and Comic Con in general did to me over the years in the 90s and 2000s is I still remember the first time I went. I went with Pete and his brother, and I want to say it was in like 91 or 92, and it was great. There was freebies, there was free buttons, there was free posters, there were free hats, there was free shirts, there was free comics, free all this free shit. There was new comics or new video game consoles with stuff up. And then like every year I went, it was like you had out of the whole convention floor, you had a quarter of it with sneak preview stuff. You had like a tenth of it with like rows of video game machines with new video games that were about to, come out and stuff that people could try. You had a quarter of the section was all for autographs and stuff of comic book artists and movie stars and stuff like that. Then you had the other half of the section with stuff you can buy, just like at any con, dealers and whatnot. And then you had Artist Alley, and it was great. And every year I went, it became less and less all four of those things. And it became more overpriced dealers, which they have to be. I don't blame the dealers. When you're paying that much for a booth, you have to be a stickler on price. But then it was that on top of, like, it seemed like the whole thing just became D-list movie and TV people and old wrestlers. And it
Yep.
was just, I ended up spending, the last time I went, which was, geez, years ago now. It has to be 16 years ago or something. Maybe 20. I don't know. But the last time I went, I was talking with the teenage version of the kid who played Boba Fett in episode 2. I forget his real name. He was a
Oh,
teenager.
that guy.
He was like a late teenager kid, and I swear I think he was coked up or something because he was out of his mind. And he was right next to Todd Bridges, who I probably spent the 5 hours I spent at this convention. I probably spent 2 hours of it talking to Todd Bridges, just being like, you know, literally he was charging $20 for a photograph with like an autograph or whatever, like where he, it was before selfies with people and stuff like that. That's how long ago it was. But he was, the 8x10 with the autograph. And I was like, hey, listen, man, autographs and stuff just aren't my thing, but and I hate to do it, but can I just ask, can I shake your hand and just thank you for the memories? And he was like totally cool about it. And he was like, yeah, man, I get it, and like he shook my hand and he was a super nice guy. And the next thing I know, I'm talking to him for the next 2 hours. And he was talking to me. Like, it wasn't me forcefully talking to him, annoying him. He was like, he would see me like wandering around. He's like, not that great of a convention. I was like, not really. And I look forward to this and spent a lot of money to come here. So I'm kind of disappointed, but hey, I tried to make him feel better and be like, but at least I got to talk to you and shake your hand and stuff. So at least there was some bright points. But like, dude, this is that same convention I think I had mentioned to you about that Lori Petty was at. And people are walking by her, and she's got big things behind her for League of Their Own and Tank Girl, and nobody's paying her any fucking attention. And again, I just walked by her and I'm like, you're amazing, and I love all your work, and I'm so grateful to even get to see you here. And she gave me like a big smile, and I felt bad for her because she deserves so much better than that. Because what little movies she was in back in the day, she was always great in. So.
Well, the funny thing is, I think a lot of people know her more for Orange is the New Black.
Probably these days, yeah, but this is before. I mean, Tank Girl wasn't that old of a movie back then when I saw her.
Well, Tank Girl came out in 95,
that was
didn't it?
A very well-received movie. Well, yeah, you're talking about I was there in like 2002, 2004, somewhere between there. I had posted pictures from it, actually. Let me put it to you this way. Justice League Unlimited was very big on selling those old Kenner or Hasbro, whoever was doing it. Mattel, maybe no, it's Mattel. It was those figures with the wonky legs.
Oh, hell yeah.
They made a lot of good-looking figures that were very basic, but they had those terrible wonky legs. But yeah, so they were showing those in like a big display case and stuff, and DCUC and stuff like that was the big thing. So I'm pretty sure it was like the first and second wave of DCUC were just coming out at that point. So again, it was, it was kind of sad to see. But then meanwhile, I had the chance to wait in line to see Hot Rod and get his autograph. And it was at the same time that his G.I. Joe Cobra figure had come out. And I didn't get it, and I didn't wait in line because it was so long, and now I regret it because obviously he's gone and whatever else, and he was always one of my favorite wrestlers. He's definitely one of my favorite heels, but what can you do?
Yeah.
But anyway,
funny thing is, the next SummerSlam wave, the classic one with China, is coming out soon, and it's kind of more of her iconic outfit.
Yeah. But it looks like it has her newer face.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I might get a China just because China deserves shelf space, but
I want to get. There's 2 China figures actually coming out, so I want to get both.
Yeah, I mean, I still want to get the Heenan with the red jacket.
Now's your chance to get him because he's on sale, dude.
For how much?
18.
I feel like he'll be one that's clearanced out at like $10, and I'll be mad that I spent anything more. That's always my biggest problem with wrestlers. Listen, I've been wanting to get Tugboat forever, not even for any reason other than I want to put him with like the other big guys like Earthquake and stuff. Not even because I liked him, but he's been sitting on the shelf at one of my targets for like 2 years now. But no, like the other thing is like I don't know the difference between, they keep putting out the British Bulldog. Are they purposely not putting out the other Bulldog, or do they just call them both the British Bulldog?
They're both the British Bulldogs, but the other one,
Didn't he commit suicide or something crazy happened with him or some shit?
yeah. So they don't really put out his figures, but I don't really know why. I don't even think I like honestly. Now that you really pointed it out, yeah, I've
Because every time
never.
I see a new, because I have a great British Bulldog figure, and he comes with the flag and all that. But then every time I see another British Bulldog figure, it just says the British Bulldog, and I'm like, well, where's the other one? Like, do they call one Damien and one? Because they always just say British Bulldog.
Yeah, the other one is Davy
Davy Boy Smith or whatever,
Smith.
right?
That's one, and then I forgot the other guy's name.
Yeah,
He was a legendary wrestler in his time. Like people loved him,
yeah,
and he was more famous than Davy Boy.
yeah. And then one of them went nuts. I don't know. From what I understand, one of them went nuts or committed suicide or something. There's some kind of tragic tale with it. Is there, a lot of times is with a lot of these guys, but because they take
I think
some.
Davy Boy.
But
I forgot how Davy Boy died, but I think it was a heart attack.
oh, they're both gone.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I got to do some wrestling history.
One died very.
I gotta get. I have to
poor.
bring on my friend that I told you about that
Yeah.
does with
You know what?
and stuff.
Why don't we do it next week?
I'll try to see if he's available, but that sounds good. We'll just do a wrestling, and I can bring up my knowledge of old wrestling figures and the terrible Jack specific ones and stuff like that. But no.
Speaking of wrestlers,
by the way, Danny, thanks for asking. I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, I don't know if you ever go to Kane County or anything like that. But if you do, it'd be great to meet you in person, buddy. So let me know if you do or not.
so I don't know.
Me too. Who is that?
I don't know if you remember this figure. This was the GameStop exclusive AEW Cross Street Fighter crossover figures. This is Kenny Omega as Akuma.
Ah, that looks kind of cool.
No, it's very cool because he has the tattoo in the back.
Well, he just kind of looks cool just as a cool looking wrestler.
Yeah, no, Kenny Omega is like a huge Street Fighter fanatic. He's he's actually been in some of the commercials.
I just always find the Omega symbol on the back of his ass kind of funny, like he's going to shit out between the Omega sign.
Right. But the thing is with this figure, and it sucks, is that because it has the pin joints, his legs are super gummy, and it's like hard to keep a pose. So, but yeah, he's really my favorite out of the line, and I think the other two, they did 3 figures. It was I think it was the Young Bucks as Ken and Ryu, and Kenny Omega as Akuma, which I'm like, it's nice. They'll go. I think they'll mix in well with the WWE Cross Street Fighter stuff. And I was meant. The funny thing is,
I guess I don't need to keep you full screen since you're not showing that anymore.
Oh yeah. So and then the WWE, the latest wave, the second wave of wrestlers, I was actually able to get on Walmart because they showed in stock, and actually one of them shipped, which is what was her name? Bianca Belair as Cammy. I'm just waiting for John Cena as Guile and Batista as Sagat to ship. Those were the 2 I really wanted. And then and I think there's going to be a wave 3. I think Mattel showed it off. I'm pretty sure they're going to show it off during that Mattel Creation show thingy.
Nice.
Well, but anyway,
I just hope we see more of that Dusty Body, the Ventura figure.
Did you get the Mattel Creations one?
No, I like the old school Jesse the Body from the 80s. That's my favorite version.
That is the one from the 80s.
I like the one with that was like the rubber one where he was in pink with the thing, like the pink thing on and all. I just have the pink bandana, just like the rubber one, the old rubber one. I don't know. I played with that one a lot as a kid. Like he was always like beating up on Hulk Hogan or whoever. Like those were my guys. I had Andre the Giant, I had Hulk Hogan, I had Hillbilly Jim. I'm trying to remember all the ones I had as a kid compared to what I have now. And I had Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Jesse the Body Ventura. Did I say Macho Man? Because I had Macho Man. And then my buddy had like Georgie Animal Steel, and he had Elizabeth. So like I always had to bring my Macho Man over because he had Elizabeth and Georgie Animal Steel. So we'd always do like a thing where they were trying to take Elizabeth. I won't go into anything more with that, but you know, just goofy stuff like that. But have you been getting any of the new big wrestlers or no?
Oh, you mean those $25 classic ones?
Yeah, the LJN like style ones.
No, actually, I wanted to get Dusty and
Dusty Rhodes, baby.
And then I kind of thought about it, and I was like,
"What am I going to do with this?"
Yeah, so I just kind of was like, you know what? Let's just stick to elites and ultimates, like we said we were going to. Huh?
You got any chocolate bars?
Chocolate bars? No.
Quick kick.
Oh, you know, I found Budo at on clearance for $17.
I would have grabbed that because I want to put him I want to be able to put him in both gear.
I actually, grabbed.
This is one where you almost have to buy two, because I mean, you could have two totally different characters on your shelf, and they both
actually, if you really think about it, you could technically have three.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you can do a whole lot of shit. I mean, it's just he looks great. He just looks absolutely fantastic. Anyway,
funny.
All right, let's get it cutting here because again, I'm trying to cut us more towards an hour because everything drops off after an hour, and our analytics get hurt if nobody's watching after that. So, just trying to outgrow us. Thanks to the one person who watches us. But anyway,
what I talk shit about, petty motherfucker.
Hey, the funny thing is we do get a lot of replays. So if you're not watching us live and you're watching this on the replay, thanks for watching us on the replay. Appreciate it, especially since I got left out to dry for the first 15 minutes.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Wouldn't be me if I wasn't a sarcastic asshole, right? But anyway, that's going to do it for Kadry and I for this week. We went over some DC stuff for you. Tried to go over some Mattel stuff with Caddy, but Caddy was being Caddy. So I guess, you know, it all just sucks until he's blown away by some DC products. So
next week for my name, I'm going to be putting fuck K-pop Demon Slayer, Demon Hunters.
How about we don't alienate a giant group of fans that actually like something? Why are we yucking people's yums?
Because I hate K-pop Demon Hunters.
It's not yucking yums. It's just have some fun. It's just about toy collecting. Look at me. I'm a grown-ass man with shelves full of toys.
Yeah, but I like can I just spread some hate a little bit? Can I spread hate.
We need more love.
No, we need more hate.
Caddy.
Did you forget? I'm anti D amazing. Drink your soda, get your diabetes.
He was such a great guy to have on. Loved him.
Yeah, we gotta get him back.
I've loved all the guys we've had on. David and Danny. I mean, everybody's been so great. I mean, Chris Jarvis. I mean, all the guys. They've all been fantastic.
Red 4, yeah, you know what? We should bring back Red 4. I thought he liked wrestling figures too. No,
I just always think of him as such a big DC guy. So, but yeah, I'd love to have Red 4 on anytime. We should see if Rushman would want to get on.
You know what? That is an excellent idea, and I think he's a very big wrestling fan.
Maybe I'll reach out to my buddy and see if he wants to do it, and I'll try to reach out. But Rushman's been sick, so I don't know. We'll see when they can all get together because I think it'd be fun to get Rushman on.
Yeah.
Maybe just get a few guys from the old school on. You know, so wrestling's so big we can talk about it whenever and however many times we want. But yeah, let's talk about it. We'll talk about it on the phone. We don't need to talk about it live. But anyway, folks, thanks as always for watching. Don't forget to pick up your new comic books on Wednesday tomorrow. Some great stuff coming up. You saw I went through the stuff that is already advertising coming out tomorrow. So make sure to go check your local comic book shops and get your comic books. And as always, I am Brian with Make My Marvel Legends. Happy hunting to you. Thank you for watching. And my co-host, I'm not saying that, so my co-host,
Blood Bill White.
Kadry, yeah, marked for death, baby. Anyway,
not even marked for death. It's actually a
We've had this conversation, Caddy. We don't need to share it with everyone else.
No, it's not that. It's a reference to. It's kind of a reference to Chappelle's show, but not really a reference to Chappelle's show.
I have no idea, and I don't feel comfortable saying any of it. So, because if you don't know, then you don't know. But yeah, anyway, as always, thank you to my wonderful co-host Kadry, who likes to shit on all the things I love. So thank you for that, my friend. Thank you for finding me a very cool starting lineup figure that I'm very excited to get. So yes, very cool and very thoughtful of you. And as always, folks, thank you again. Happy hunting, and until next time, we'll see you
next Marvel Legends.
Well, no, that's my moniker for everything else. So this would be thank you for watching This Week in Geek, and we hope to see you back next week. Have a wonderful week. Twig, yes. Thanks for watching, Twig, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Cue the silly music. No one's watching at this point anyway, so I can just sit here and go. Watch, that'll end up in 5 years on something, or look what a moron this guy is. Anyway. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.
Later.
Y'all, thanks for watching.
Everybody.
Bye.
Bye.